Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. The Rideshare Hub is a place for Uber and Lyft drivers to learn how to make more money. You guys already know what it is. Thank you so much for coming by. I just got this haircut that is like, I feel like I just went bald. I don't know. It's like so hot out, so I just felt like getting a haircut to like, I don't know. Now I just feel like I just got a buzz cut and now I don't like it. But what can you do? Today I'm going to be talking about my biggest mistakes driving for Uber and Lyft. If you're a new driver, you're going to want to watch this. If you're an experienced driver, maybe you can relate, or maybe you're just a perfect person and this, you know, maybe this is just me, but a lot of times I do like to talk about the correct things to do, how to be a great driver. What's up, dude? How's it going, bro? Nice. I'm just filming a video, you know. But, you know, I think it is also important to talk about the downsides too. Like, maybe not the downsides, but missed opportunities. Because, I mean, great people, great leaders, they always say, failure is just a learning experience. And so, if you can learn from my failures, you know, you don't become successful without failing, you know. Uber, like the founders, they didn't build $1 billion company without failing a couple of times, you know. Some drivers were upset when they did, I guess, fail at sometimes, so they always change, try to make things better. So you're always learning. So for me, I'm gonna talk about cool, thanks. I'm gonna talk about my failures, my mistakes. Also, just a disclosure, guys, I really do like Uber and Lyft. I know people who work there. I don't personally work there, even though some people think I am an employee there. I'm a driver for Uber and Lyft. I think they're great companies, and I stay out of all the negativity, you know, there's a bunch of other people who like to focus on the negativity, but I like to focus on the positivity, how Uber and Lyft is a great opportunity. Sorry, there's people walking by and it's probably going to be really awkward for a second, but what can you do? Okay, never mind. So that's just to give you a little background. That's me. I'm just a normal person. I'm not an expert, no rideshare expert. I'm just like you know, just sharing my personal experience because yeah, you might be thinking, why are you running this YouTube channel, Dylan? Because I make money off of the ads. I don't know. I like connecting with you guys. I did start it to make money, but now it's, you know, blossomed in this really cool way, and now I have all these cool friends from it too. So that's great. So if you want to be my friend, you know, comment down below. Tell me who you are. Before I get into the rest of the video, actually dive in, please hit the like button. If it's one thing you can do for me, smash the like button. If you drive for Uber or Lyft or you're thinking about it, please hit that like button. It helps me out literally so much, and I will never ask you to do anything else for me. Now, also, if you do want to go the extra mile and subscribe, that way you'll be notified whenever I post videos. So without further ado, here are my biggest mistakes that I've made as an Uber and a Lyft driver. Number 1, tracking my expenses. This is by far the biggest, I don't want to say by far, but one of the biggest mistakes I've ever made. When I first started driving, I got a $1,200 sign-up bonus. Yes, bonus. Now it's kind of changed to guarantee, which is, I'll get into that later, but yeah, I could talk about that in a whole nother video. But basically, after I did 100 rides or something, I got $1,200 in cash on top of it. I was like, that's sick. That's kind of the reason I did sign up, was to get that bonus. So it came out to be like an extra, I don't know, yeah, $10 per ride. It's crazy. I guess Lyft really needed drivers in Orange County, California, so I signed up and I just started driving, you know. I just bought this car. This car is the car I drove, or I started driving with, I guess, during that bonus time. And I bought it on a loan, and I was just like, you know what? I want to pay off my credit cards. I'm just gonna drive. I didn't track any expenses at all, literally no expenses. And pretty much at the end of the year, I had to backtrack everything and calculate all my expenses, go through all my receipts. because I luckily do save all of my receipts, but I wasn't like calculating out the gas like per hour or like per day or how many miles exactly. I was, well, yeah, I didn't. I had to do that all later. So tracking expenses, that's the biggest thing, because on paper, like on the app, yes, you make 200 bucks a day, but are you really taking home 200 bucks a day? And so it's really, after you go through your first year and have to do taxes, it will change your mindset. So I wish I would have started doing that earlier. That's my biggest mistake. Yeah. Mistake number 2 is referrals. So if you guys don't know, Uber and Lyft, they give you guys the opportunity to refer new passengers and refer new drivers. And this wasn't something that I looked into until pretty recently. And you know, like, you guys can check my description. I always leave my links for you guys to use to get your sign-up bonus or guarantee. But this wasn't something I started doing until a lot later, and now I make actually more money with the referrals than I actually do driving. Well, I mean, I don't drive that much now. I'm just, you know, pretty part-time and just pretty much drive for the sake of this channel. And to be quite honest, like, if I didn't have this channel and didn't need to keep up with rideshare news, you know, and all the app updates and everything, I probably wouldn't be driving hardly at all. You know, I'm probably gonna go out and do a few rides later just so I can have more video content. I'm fortunate that I don't need the extra money at this point in my life, but basically what I want to say is, like, the first year or so, maybe even year and a half, I didn't do any referring. I just, you know, once in a while, like, somebody in my back seat would, I think one lady said, "Oh, I'm thinking about being a driver," and I was like, all of a sudden I was like, "Oh, you know, you want to use my code?" And she was like, "Okay, well, I don't know if I'm gonna, like, do it. I'm just thinking about it." I was like, "You know what? Here." I think I took her number, or she took mine, and then I texted her my code, and she didn't end up using it, which, whatever. But that got me thinking, you know, maybe I can try to get more people to sign up. If you didn't know, you can get people to sign up, and you can get like a couple $100 extra bucks just for getting one person to sign up. It's pretty insane. Usually it's like around 100 or 50 or 10, but sometimes it's like, I think it's like, I don't even know at this point, like $200 per person. So that's a lot of money that I missed out on during the first year and a half that I started driving. Now I literally am so shameless about it. Like, I ask everybody to use my code to sign up. There's a guy walking his dog right now. Maybe after this video, I'll hit him up and see if he wants to use my code. Just kidding. But yeah, that's probably, you know, that's number 2. That's my, whatever, I guess, a really big mistake that now I totally recommend you doing referrals. Use referrals to make extra money. Just side money to have, you know? That's what Uber is. It's a way to increase your income. It's a supplemental income. Play OCTOPUS as well. You know, just finding little ways to increase your income, so overall you have, that's how people get really rich. It's like you talk to like somebody who is a gazillionaire, right? Multi-millionaire. You say, "How do you make your money?" And he'll be like, he'll give you 10 different ways he makes money. He goes, "Oh, you know, I own 4 properties, you know, that's 4 ways he makes money there." He's like, "I'm a real estate agent, you know, I work in sales, I also run a company, I'm a partner here, I invest in companies." Like, people who make money, they don't just stick to one thing and get really good at it. They usually diversify, at least to have, like, I would probably say at least 3 different ways that they're making money. And it's the best way to do it is that you're just doing it every day. That way you're not waiting 2 weeks for your paycheck to come in, but you're getting money every single day. Whether that's setting up an online e-commerce store on the side, or setting up, you know, a YouTube channel where every time you get a view, that's a couple extra cents that comes in. If I do the math, the money that I make from YouTube pretty much pays for my gas, right? Pays for my car. I could probably have bought a new car by now with my YouTube AdSense. Well, taxes and stuff, maybe not, but maybe not quite that much. But you get what I'm saying. You want to, so doing referrals, doing Play OCTOPUS, doing cargo, All these ways increase your income. But so yeah, that was for me, that I missed out on a lot of revenue from the referrals. Number 3, this one has to do a little bit more with, I guess, being a YouTuber as well. As a YouTuber, I'm kind of in the, like, you know, the whole rideshare, I guess, I don't want to call myself like a whatever, a rideshare YouTuber, but yeah, I guess I pretty much am at this point. Like, I make videos about Uber and Lyft, and you guys know, if you guys watch any of the other people, it's all pretty much the same people making videos. Nothing new, nothing crazy. You know, we're all just sharing our experiences, and there's some gossip and some drama and whatever, you know. I'm not gonna get into all of that, but I guess one of my mistakes is that, I don't know how to even phrase this, maybe not telling the truth. Yeah, when I first started, like, I'm gonna be real, I started the channel as a way to make extra money. I didn't watch any other of these YouTubers. I was just like, you know, and if you can go back to my old videos, and I don't want to say I was like lying, but my first video on Lyft, I didn't mention any of the, like, downsides, I guess, of driving. I was just like, it's the best way to make money ever, it's the best way. And when you're talking like that, I mean, I still agree, like, driving for Uber and Lyft is one of the best ways to make money, but yeah, so I guess it's more like omitting the truth. So I think it's really important to be super realistic. That's why I make these videos, talking about my mistakes, because, you know, you can go into it and you can sign up and drive and think, oh, I'm gonna make all this money, but at the same time, you're driving a brand new car, and now you're losing money on depreciation, or you're not tracking your miles, and now all of a sudden during taxes you owe 20 grand on taxes. So I guess, like, at the beginning, I tended to focus a lot on just the positivity, like, because I do love talking about the positivity. I guess I don't regret that, but at the same time, I definitely could have been more truthful in that. And there's, yeah, not gonna lie, there are some people who, you know, don't like me. You know, I've seen the comments and I think I could have probably done a better job at responding to them. So I don't really know exactly what I'm saying. Basically, from this point on, I mean, I've been pretty much truthful. I haven't lied, but I've definitely hidden some of the truth. And I'm gonna, like that last video I talked about with, guys, when I started driving, like within the first couple months, 3-4 months, I got a ticket for $550. I ran a red light. It was like a camera flash ticket. It was on a right turn and it was like yellow to red, and I happened to be in the middle of I guess it turned right before I turned. It technically was my fault, but like, I got a $550 ticket and had to go to traffic school. So that was definitely like, that I wasn't comfortable talking about that because I was like kind of embarrassed. And then also, again, like, I wanted to talk about the positivity. So it's taken me this long to, I guess what I'm saying is that I'm not perfect. That's, you know, I'm trying to be super truthful, more truthful. But yeah, it took me almost a year to even be comfortable sharing that, because that's a harsh reality when you're driving. Like, back when I was driving pretty much full time, I would probably make, I mean, I had a full-time job, but I was driving like every day, I guess parked like 3-4 hours a day every day. I would probably make $500-600, and then all of a sudden, an entire week of earnings for me, boom, down the drain. Maybe even 2 weeks, because, you know, taking into account expenses and all that, down the drain, just from that one little traffic ticket. So that sucked. That's a really crappy feeling. Excuse my French, crappy feeling. I know this is YouTube. Gotta keep it PG, family friendly. It's a really bad feeling. So I just was afraid to admit that. But anyways, guys, those are my biggest mistakes from being a and it's also like being truthful to yourself too. It's even going back to like the expenses. And when I got that ticket, I just quit. I quit driving. I was like, you know what, I'm done. I don't want to do this anymore. And eventually I kind of went back, but like I didn't even want to think about that ticket. And actually when I got it, I just put it in my drawer and didn't even touch it for because I had like a month or two to pay it. I just put it in my drawer and put it away. I didn't even think about it. So it's like also about your mindset and lying to yourself too, not to others. Being truthful. Does that make sense? I'm not saying like I've been lying to you guys. I'm just saying that there's a mindset. Ignorant. Have you guys heard ignorance is a bliss? Like, yes it is, but at the same time, when you're dealing with money and when you're living your life, you don't want to be ignorant about that, because sure, you can think, oh my god, I'm making $1,000 a week, this is the greatest thing ever. But then, where's all that money going? You know, that's why it's smart to have a budget. So you realize where your money's going. So in that sense, ignorance is not a bliss, because budgeting. Okay, I don't need to explain to you guys why budgeting is smart and tracking expenses is smart. But all right, that's it for today's video, guys. Sorry, this was a little bit of a ramble, I know. But yeah, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Again, smash the thumbs up button. It really does help me out a ton. And subscribe if you want to see more videos. There's probably a lot of people thinking that I'm a super weirdo for talking. People probably think I'm just talking to myself, but all right guys, I'll talk to you all soon. Have a great day. All right, bye guys.